Hello and welcome everyone. It's Vinrock39. Today's a different kind of video. I'm dressed up as Arthur Morgan, the greatest outlaw to never really live. Um, this game is new to me. I picked it up maybe 3 months ago, maybe four. Can't say for sure. I guess I could, but I'm not really going to check at the moment. I know it's been less than half a year, and this game is just constantly blowing my mind as to how good it really is. But yeah, I'll get to the point. I went through story mode once, and I drug my feet on certain things, and I really blew through other things, so I didn't really get the full effect. But I did learn a lot about horses and their behaviors and whatnot, so I figured I'd share a bit of information about the horses. And yes, this is a backup horse that I have. It's the first horse that I could access for free because I own the Ultimate Edition. It's a thoroughbred. It's the reversed apple black. If I put a saddle on him, he's going to be at max speed and 7 acceleration. So that's comparable, but with even the horse that I'm on now, which is the Missouri Foxtrotter, the Silver Dapple Pinto. Love the way Arthur says it. Really do. Maxed out speed, maxed out acceleration on this horse is 7. But that's plenty fast as far as acceleration goes. The speed would normally be 9 and 7, but I did complete a stranger mission against a lady riding a gray version of that thoroughbred right next to me that wore a top hat and challenged me to a race. And yeah, I beat her in 2 different races, and at the end of the second race, I got a boost to my speed, so any horse that I get on is going to have as fast. It's going to be able to go as fast as it possibly can as far as speed goes, because it's a boost to the speed stat. So that's how you get that. It's not a stirrup. It's not a saddle. I know a lot of people had me thinking one way or another because I was discussing it with people who had already played the game. Yeah, that's misinformation. The way to get faster is through the races, either just that one lady or maybe others, because I know there's other challengers that'll approach, but I just happened to get the lady and did it twice, and that's what I got at the end of the second race. But difficult horse to catch, but once you get it, it is the best horse in story mode as far as I'm concerned. There are good horses. They're all good horses. I'll say it that way, but it just depends on what you want. This horse has great manners. It's easily calmed down. It's not very skittish, and even when it does get skittish, like I mentioned, it's easy to calm her down pretty quick. What else? There's not much to say. This is, even though the sell price is lower than this horse, which I think is a lesser horse, that's their problem. I've got a rare horse that I wouldn't trade for anything. Now this one's another rare horse that you can only find in the wild, up near Brandywine Drop, near a waterfall. It's easy to see, especially when you look down from a distance, because she's a pink horse and she'll be near a lot of green and gray and, well, a waterfall area. So not hard to see her when you get in that area. Um, but amazing horse when it comes to not being scared of anything. She does get spooked, but she's easily calmed, more so than even that Foxtrotter. Brave horse, she's not easily spooked at all. So, um, really good horse. Great health pool. It's completely full on that standard there. It's a maxed out health and a very good stamina bar. So it's a war horse, so you know it's got all those qualities of a horse that you want to take into a battle, and easily calm, really compliant horse. Will probably bolt before she bucks, but you got to pay attention to the signals that the horses are trying to give you when you're encountering conflict for the horse. This is a very fast horse, very quick horse. It's good stats on health and stamina. Nothing wrong with it. It's just it's kind of small. and I think it looks like a white donkey. But and it's very skittish. This horse will run before it'll fight, in my opinion. Whereas this one wants to fight before it runs. And this one is just down for whatever. And that's how I evaluate the horses. Um, Now, the saddles, that's a major thing.
Working with animals is better than working with people.
Buying
Sometimes.
a better saddle, wasting money, in my opinion. The best thing to do
Best to have a good
is
saddle
not
that'll
spend
hold up.
money on a saddle that costs all this money. The best thing to do is hunt pelts, and you get the best saddles from the trapper. That's it. There's no other way to put it. The statistics don't lie. If you look at the stats, this beaver roping saddle, this panther trail saddle, and this rattlesnake vaquero saddle are the three best saddles out of all of these saddles. Okay? I'm not going to go too deep into it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the rattlesnake, the panther, or the beaver. Any horse you want to put them on. They're the three best saddles that you can choose from. I think it's just a matter of how they look. If you like the way this one
Daddy was a
looks, I
blacksmith
recommend
right
that
here
one.
in this shop.
If you like this
That's how
one,
I got
I
mine.
recommend this one. If you like this one, I recommend this one. But if you like any of these more, use whatever you want. But if you're looking for the best performance from a saddle, you got to look at these three. That's it. Not going to go into any more detail about the saddles because this video is going to be too long. So that's that. You're looking at the best overall horse in the game. A Turkoman would probably be a very close second. And I mean, that's a very close second. Almost a tie for first. That Andalusian to me is the best horse to take if you're going hunting for predators, and if you plan on going to battles at big camps like maybe, what is that, Hanging Dog Ranch, where the O'Driscoll's main base is. Now, this is something I want to show real quick. Hopefully I'll get it done in a short order. You got two horses for hunting. I can bring down an elk and a gator, or a bear and an elk, and then still have room to bring those items, you know, because I can carry two big game animals on the back of those horses. But this is what I love. My main horse is stationary because I got off of her and left her there. And this guy will chase me around like a lost puppy. Now, conversely, if you go to a spot and you want your other horse to chase you like that, this is the same thing. You just get on your secondary horse real quick. Give your other horse some whistle so she knows to come. And go wherever you're going. Stop the horse. Get off this one. And now the horse with the saddle is going to be following you around. And that's, I think, a lot better, because now if you get somewhere and you need to change weapons, or for instance you got off your horse and you weren't allowed to grab weapons, it's better to have the horse with the saddle chasing you than the one without. Okay, now here's the problem with that. I love setting up this every time I get on my horse, but you'll notice, even though I have access to those weapons according to this, when I get off this horse, because I'm in town, they're going to go away from me and get on my saddle. Okay? So just a bit of information that I think is useful. If you're getting in town and you still want to carry around a rifle, you got to take it off the horse. So, you know, grab this and then reset those things, and now those items will be in your possession. Now, you can do this in the wilderness and then none of the weapons will fall off. Okay, I know, like over here is a spot that they consider wilderness, even though it's real close. So I get off the horse and the weapons stay with me. Okay, because we're in the wilderness. Here's a way you can tell. If you can set up a camp, then you're considered in the wilderness. Okay, that's the other bit of information. Now, if I come over here, that's not that far from where I was, this is going to make me drop my weapons because this is considered town. And to prove it, once again, I'll try to set up a camp, and no camp is available because this is not the wilderness. So just remember that whenever you get in a town and get off your horse, they reset your saddle. So when you're leaving town, going to the wilderness, make sure you equip your weapons, even if you're not going to use them. Even if you plan on protecting them in the saddle, when you get off in the wilderness, because these are still there, those weapons will be on your back and on your shoulder respectively. With that being said, I hope this video was useful. As always, take care, be well, and good games, everyone.